What's going on, guys? It's Caster here, and welcome to another video. You probably wasn't expecting this video, but I was just deciding to release or drop a reaction video, I guess, in the meantime and stuff. But anyways, welcome to uh a video called. My bad, I got distracted. But welcome to a video called Gen Z Childhood Trauma Iceberg. Uh, This video is kind of like 30 minutes long, pretty long. We're gonna be reacting to it. It's about the childhood traumas of Gen Z. Probably some things I probably won't even be able to remember in here. Sorry, sorry if you said I had to put my headphones somewhere else. But I don't know. But yeah, it's by this guy named POI. I'll make sure I'll link his stuff in the description. So that way you guys can go support his channel. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna cut this part out because I'm gonna wait until he stops doing that. But anyways, so well, I don't even think y'all can hear it anyways. Alright, well, anyways, enough of me yapping. On with the video. And yeah, just make sure you go subscribe to POI. This guy does generally seem like he makes good videos on icebergs. But yeah, anyways, let's get it on.
Have you ever had a childhood? Like many of my fans, your childhood probably started yesterday, and you will reminisce on a Skibbity toilet, Dubai chocolate, and 6-7
I hate that so
Labubu's in the
bad.
years to
I
come.
hate
For
that.
those who are older than 1 week though, most have likely have closely related childhoods. It seems like no matter what you've gone through in life, you have had experiences that have been shared by many others. Today's video will be about scary, creepy, or weird experiences some of us had during our childhoods. Before we get started, please consider subscribing, following my Instagram, and joining the Discord where we are all unemployed. It's a good time. But let's go ahead and get
Mm.
into this. Jump scare videos. Jump scare videos are a childhood classic, even if you didn't grow up during the time where they were at their peaks. Anyone who had their childhood during the mid-2000s to now have seen at least one jump scare video.
It's supposed to
It's
be
a
like
quick
that, was
scare
it?
and a good.
That's a low quality. Is that like 480p? That'd probably make it better.
Prank to play on your friends. We've all seen videos
I
like
think it did.
Relaxing
I
Car
don't know.
Ride and The Scary Maze, but seeing it as a child was a whole different experience. Viewing your first jump scare is like jumping out of your nest to open your wings and fly as a baby bird. You were never aware of this type of video before and watched closely at the car or box, unaware that you were just about to piss yourself. I feel like we've gotten past the golden era for jump scares. I don't see any good videos other than those videos where they do the jumping spider. It hasn't stopped, nor will it ever, but it's not something you see go viral anymore. The only jump scared children now is Skibbity Toilet episode delays. Telling friends scary stories. Now,
I
me,
guess.
Poi, since I didn't have any friends
Oh,
growing
it's
up,
poi
and I
actually.
have a buddy now who helps me research and write these videos, this entry is going to be from his perspective. Shout out Taylor, great friend and great research writer guy. Being me, I never really had many friends
Research
and I didn't
writer
hang
guy.
out with them outside of school. The only stories I ever told were lies about owning Minecraft or whatever. The closest I ever got to scary stories was watching videos on creepypastas, which gave me nightmares, or watching Diary of a Wimpy.
You know, that's probably the same way with me too, because I did watch some creepypastas that kind of gave me a little bit of nightmares on the favorite TV shows I watched.
kid where they tell scary stories in Dog Days, or when Greg and Rowley watch The Muddy Hand and it comes after them. It's totally real, by the way.
Mm.
Which, by the way, I just want to say really quick that me and Taylor did a Diary of a Wimpy Kid marathon recently, and that shit was one of the most fun days of my life. Anyway, scary stories are a classic for camping or having a sleepover with your friends and family. Having a fright is a weird feeling that a lot of people want to experience. There's a reason why there's a ton of haunted houses people go to every year. The fun with scary stories
That's
is making them
KSI,
up or
dude.
retelling
All
stories
right.
like creepypastas that you heard. Back in my day, the scariest stories involved spooky guys like Slender Man and Jeff the Killer. And today, it's missing Skibbity Toilet episodes and no iPad for 5 minutes.
Oh
Staying up
Lord. Um, is it just me or like was I just never scared of Slender Man? I always just kind of found him sort of cool back in like times he was like really big. And I don't know if that's just like a me thing because I was really hooked to the creepypasta. I wasn't like everybody else where I kind of got in trauma from it. But, you know, everybody is different, so like I could understand. So like, yeah.
late. Staying up late is a staple of any person's childhood. For a lot of us, we had bedtimes, but it was fun to stay up because sleep is for the weak. I used to play on my DS before bed playing Lego Star
You know what? I kind of used to do the same thing. I don't know. Oh, look at that song. It's, anyways, yeah. I used to kind of do the same thing. So I used to use that on all devices. I used to use that technique of just staying up on all the devices. But the thing about it is, it's just my mom would like always catch me a little bit. But I used to kind of like fake sleep. That way I wouldn't like get caught half the time. But most of the time I wasn't good at it. Because obviously the games and stuff made noises. So like, yeah.
Wars and other
Just
games.
wanted to
Staying up
explain
late
that
gets
part.
creepier once
Yeah.
you hear the ambiance of your house. A lot of houses have these creaks and noises that are unexplainable and it can help make you startle yourself. And then from Taylor's perspective again, I remember very clearly the small red lights in my room from my TV would scare me while hearing the creaks. The small amount of light from my room would make me hallucinate while that red glow flickers and it would really creep me out. Even now the noises of my house freak me out from time to time, but it's now more comforting than scary. Finding out what phobias you have. Now, me personally, I have what's called cetophobia, which is a fear of whales and dolphins. And I know that me
Mm.
saying that is going to make my editor put it on screen, which means that I am going to have to skip this timestamp when I'm rewatching this video. But I remember I found that out when I was a kid, and we were watching a Bill Nye video about like whales and dolphins, and I just started crying like straight up in class. And then going to Taylor said that he's not a big fan of water, so he can understand phobias like submechanophobia. Like, have y'all seen that photo of the Jason Voorhees statue underwater? Seeing that image freaked me out and still freaks me out today. Just seeing
I was
human-like
supposed to say
statues underwater
thalassophobia.
is unsettling to me. It shouldn't be there, and it's especially worse the more human it looks than statue. Those marble
That kind of
sculptures,
looks
that's fine.
cool. I don't
A
know
little weird
why.
to be underwater, but like anything more dead body, like it's terrifying. I also, going back to the cetophobia thing, I remember me personally, I used to want to watch the planet Earth about the ocean because for like, as a kid, it was like a horror movie to me. Like I got like adrenaline out of it and I would have to look away whenever the whales came on, but I would like, you know? But I know YouTubers say this, but I'm genuinely interested what kind of phobias you guys have. So let me know in the comments. I will try to reply and like, I'm curious, you know? Creepy.
Okay. Well, he would say in the comments. I think the only one I know I got is just thalassophobia. Like not Well, I probably do got that. I'm probably scared to probably go underwater a little bit, but I don't know. Actually, no, because I've been in a pool before. I went underwater in a pool. No, I got glopophobia. Yeah, it may sound stupid, but I fear of balloons. I think it was caused by the many times balloons started to pop, and I didn't like it because I was a young kid and I didn't understand it. and I really was scared of balloons ever since. Scared to be around a balloon, scared when somebody keeps making noises with it, scared when somebody boom pops it. I just really did not fuck with balloons that much. I just really did. It was a painful experience. A really painful experience. Anyways,
Pastas. Creepypastas are an essential horror for one's childhood. Creepypastas originate from
bust,
4chan,
yeah.
where users would make creepy copypastas, but
I didn't even
I'm sure
know
that most
it
of you
was
probably heard of
originated from
creepypastas from
4chan.
videos on YouTube,
It's
kind of
crazy.
like the old Reddit stories I used to do. Readings of
I hate
creepypastas and
that.
scary stories in general are very popular on YouTube, even now. My first introduction to creepypastas were readings of Slender Man and Jeff the Killer stories, and the Slender Man game, Slender the Arrival, that released back in 2013. Creepypastas were so popular for the time, it became a part of mainstream media, from actual, although bad, movies to video games, TV shows, etc. Slender Man is probably the most famous, with just about anyone born in the last 2 decades knowing about it, even the Skibidi Toilet Babies do. But you can't forget the others like Jeff the Killer, Smile Dog,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sonic.exe, Ben Drowned, and of
Sonic.exe
course the
never.
Backrooms. Creepypastas have changed the internet forever through
Mm.
people's shared interest of the scary and spooky,
Sonic.exe I
and their
was never
interest for
scared of
media
that
like
much. I
Sonic
ain't
the
gonna lie.
Hedgehog and Skibidi Toilet. Shock sites. Imagine this. It may
Oh
be
yeah,
your life right now.
those the ones I've been hearing about. I'm so glad at those times. I never been on any of those shock sites. I'm so surprised I would never went on Live Leak. I'm so surprised I never went on like anything. I just stayed away from all of that. I mean, there was sort of so few things that traumatized me as a kid, but it at least was not something from Live Leak. That's all I gotta say. Thank God.
Actually, I know that I have some middle school fans. You're walking to lunch, the kid who always carries his Chromebook with headphones around his neck has sprinted to the cafeteria first, and you are excitedly waiting to take some of that mid-square pizza after the last hour of
Ugh.
learning your multiplication tables. As you get your pizza and True Moo chocolate milk and walk over to your friend's table, they start saying something like, hee hee, hoo hoo, look at this video I found, you won't regret it. I triple dog dare you to watch it, you wimp. So, wanting to seem so cool and awesome, you're like, bet. This is gonna be some weenie, hut, junior type shit. Laying your eyes on his iPhone 6, you see a man's head explode like a watermelon, and you will never be the same since that moment. Shock sites are sites that intend to show its viewer disturbing photos and videos, whether by intentional visitation or unexpected redirection to the
That was
site.
the crazy
Shock
part. I
sites
don't think I ever even had that in my school, and I'm gonna be lucky that I never had. Because none of the kids at my school was like seemed like total edge lords who would say, "Hey, look at this video. All right, look, Bryce, look at this," and then show me some dude just on like their computer screen or a phone screen. Because I think at the time I was in middle school, I think most of the time all the kids in my school was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like most of the kids at my school was just not really like that. At least I don't think there was like any edgelords in my school. I think. I don't know. Middle school was just peaceful. Same with elementary. I don't think anybody did that at all. If they did, I probably would have wanted to punch one of them in the face. 'Cause I don't think I would ever want to see any gore videos or anything like that in specific. Because knowing how I am already now, I don't want to experience that the way I am the time before to where I'm gonna be a traumatized kid. So it's like I just don't think I ever wanna do that. Anyways,
became popular with the rise of the internet due to people being interested in gore or other shocking sites. The most popular
Don't
shock
understand
sites at
how,
the
to be
time were
honest.
Rotten.com, Ogreish, Best Gore, and LiveLeak, but many others existed and are still around. Shock sites don't necessarily have to be gore only, but 90% is because it's shocking. Images like Goatsy and videos like Two Girls, One Cup are more well-known shock media that aren't in the gore category. I know to this day, me personally, bro, I still try to get people with the me@spin.com thing, which don't look that up. I wouldn't prank you guys. I love you guys, my viewers,
Not
but
looking it up.
it's a
I'm
fun thing to
good.
do to your friends because me@spin spells meat spin, which is a website you do not want to go to. But if you can get your friend to go to it, it's fun. But I mean, for me, but don't do that. I'm not endorsing that. Anyway, back in the day, the move on YouTube wasn't Skibbity Toilet episode 80 analysis, but reacting to Two Girls, One Cup and other famous shock videos. It was the YouTube
I
version of
don't even
being
know why
shown
people
gore
did
from your
that.
friends at the lunch table, losing your appetite for the square pizza and unsweetened applesauce, which sucked. The oldest gore site has to be Rotten.com, which was created in 1996. Being that old, it was the site to first publish
1996?
gore from 9/11. Also note, while researching, I learned that Rotten.com was run by Soylent Communications, which makes sense for a gore site. LiveLeak. Unfortunately, LiveLeak has been a huge part of some people's childhoods. LiveLeak is a image/video sharing website that was
Never gonna
created in
understand why.
2007. It was made by the same people who made the website Ogreish, a shock site that covered gory videos and war footage. Due to the
Y'all, just saying, whatever you see in this video, please do not go and look up. Actually, I don't even think you can look him up anymore, which that's a good thing, but please don't do it. Just don't look it up. Just don't do anything that he said in this video. It's not gonna be a good outcome. So, just warning you, just the messenger, just telling you to not do things that you shouldn't do, kids.
variety of
Yeah.
ogreish and the expensive nature of running the site. LiveLeak was made, having the same purpose but with a clean slate and not having an overlay that was dark and edgy. LiveLeak allowed users to post their own videos and blew up due to the free nature it gave over sites like YouTube, who cracked down on gore. Note that ogreish lost a lot of traffic due to the content only being posted by website admins and had people move to YouTube where you could share your own content, which was very lax but soon cracked down on gore videos. It seemed like everyone had that one time in late elementary school or middle school where your friends would force you to watch gore on LiveLeak. There's no good
I don't
reason
know
for why
why they
people
would do
like
that, and
gore.
luckily that
They want
never
to see the
happened to me.
dark parts in life, but it's definitely not a healthy thing, and it gives them a false sense of being able to handle gore,
Yeah.
like if they were able to see it in real life, but that's just bullshit. I know for me in middle school, my friends were doing the run the gauntlet thing. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I feel like it's
I
like
don't
I'm like
even know what
19, by
that
the way,
is.
for context. And I tried to do that and I couldn't make it past the first video. Anyway, these gore videos are kind of like a more extreme version of why people watch horror movies, for a thrill, but in this case it's a lot more lame.
Just gotta look at something for a minute.
To a safe for work video sharing website. Gore websites are a more dying breed today as they never do too well, due to the nature of the content they share on their sites. But I guess you can just go to Twitter for that now. Best Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Best Gore is another shock site that hosted gore videos, created in 2008. Like LiveLeak, its only
Jesus
purpose was
Christ,
to be
why were
used by
these
middle
things
schoolers to show each
existing?
other
What?
gore at lunchtime. Best Gore is best known for the video One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, being a video of Luca
What?
Magnotta, previously known cat torturer, mutilating the body of June Lin, followed by necrophilia and cannibalism. The video was sent by Luca himself to the owner of Best Gore, Mark Merrick, who got arrested through Canada's obscenity laws because his site was, quote, corrupting public morals. As early as 2017, interviewers showed that Best Gore costs more to run than what it generated because no one, like Coca-Cola, wants to show ads on gore, so the only ones willing are porn sites. By 2020, Best Gore became defunct, with Mark wanting to focus on other things he's interested in, aka it's just too much for his wallet. Being afraid to look under the bed. Going into lighter territory, we
I don't
have
think I
being
was that
afraid
afraid
to
to
look
look under
under the
bed
bed.
now.
As a child, everything scares you. Skeletons, goblins, ghouls.
Okay, now that ghouls, goblins. I don't think any of that's really scared me. Same with skeletons. I think it was just I don't know. I don't think I was really scared of that much of anything, but I could be lying. Because there could have been things I could have been scared of in my childhood, but I don't think I really was. Because, I don't know. I think I was just all, like, relaxed the few times in my childhood. Mm, I don't know.
Those plastic whole cans that hurt, so it would make sense that you would be scared of the unknown. Anything could be lurking in the dark, and that's pretty scary for a young child. And then another piece from Taylor. As much as I love sleeping now, I used to not like it as a child. Bedtime was the op back
Uh,
in my day, and not just because I had to brush my
uh,
teeth. The worry that something would grab me from under my bed was real. It could be a monster, a creepy pasta, or even worse, the muddy hand. I would make sure to cover myself entirely
what
with a
even is the
blanket. It was
muddy
almost
hand?
like a
What?
safety net, a sea bear circle
Turn
for
about my
monsters.
headphones. I don't know
Having
what's
your
going
foot
on.
out could almost certainly mean Slender Man grabbing you with his tentacle. Looking under the bed, even though it could quell your fears, is worse than leaving your foot out. You are basically saying to whatever lurks down there, hey, come eat my face, it's ripe. I never had my parents check the bed or the closet for any kind of monsters. I just dealt with the scariness. Whether it was Cthulhu or Mike Wazowski hanging out down there. .exe games. .exe games
Cthulhu?
are a big thing in
Mike Wazowski?
creepypastas. It
What?
originally came from the Sonic.exe creepypasta, where the main character, Tom, gets a CD from his friend who he hasn't seen for 2 weeks. The friend warns him not to play the game on the CD, but Tom does so
I think
anyway,
I might
playing the
actually. Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt, but I was gonna say something, but I was gonna say I just mostly was gonna probably cut this into parts because this is kind of too long a little bit. But anyways, for .exe games, ain't gonna lie, they kind of fell off after Sonic.exe because Sonic.exe was kind of scary, but then it just kind of wasn't all that much. I don't know, but that's just my hot take on .exe games. Y'all can disagree with me that they fell off or not. That's what you choose to do. I just have an opinion. I'm just a person with an opinion. So yeah.
game when it unexpectedly turns spooky, blood everywhere. The creepypasta isn't too good, but that's the nature of most creepypastas. Many creepypastas are about .exe games because of the popularity of Sonic.exe. These .exe stories eventually got games made to be like the stories, happening to Sonic.exe in 2012. The game was then played to death on YouTube, with big YouTubers like Markiplier, who seems to popularize everything, making the game and story even more popular. These videos were mostly viewed by 10-year-olds who got intrigued and scared by them. Now, more Taylor. I used to be one of those children already fascinated by Sonic the Hedgehog and spooky creepypastas. I remember being scared, but a big fan of Sonic.exe and the Tails doll creepypasta. Many of the .exe games took direct inspiration from the Sonic.exe games, having it be a CD or file received mysteriously, like the haunted copy of Majora's Mask. The game would be normal at first, before subtly, or not so subtly, turning twisted and dark, being a glimpse of the entity or creator's dark reality, with a full stare into their twisted perspective, making most go insane, just like Dax Joker. The characters would be bloodied or killed. Looking back on it, there was a big fascination with what if Woody became evil? And the most cringe kid you knew, which in most cases were probably yourself, would stick onto it and be obsessed. Weird side of YouTube.
Not really.
Well, if you want a even more in-depth look at this, you can go look at the Poi video about it. But for most that grew up, YouTube was a big part of their childhood. With millions of videos and popular creators, there's an endless amount of content our child eyes could consume. This was mostly normal, but sometimes you'd end up going down a rabbit hole of videos that were off, weird, or downright disturbing. There's thousands upon thousands of videos that are either made to be disturbing or are looks into people's lives that were uploaded simply to have personality being found through the algorithm. These videos range from lighthearted animation with a strange animation style, strange
I
videos with
hate that.
no reason for being uploaded, to
I kind of
disturbing
don't hate
videos
that.
with cryptic meanings, ones with reasons for existing but
I
are still
somewhat hate
creepy,
that.
and others that are still unknown to this day. Many YouTubers cover these videos trying to discover the secrets that lie in them, why they exist on the platform, and who exactly made it. More Taylor, one that I remember as a child was Chad Tronic, who would make videos reacting to videos found in the weird corners of the YouTube. Real lighthearted stuff. But later in life, I found myself interested in creators who found darker, more mysterious and scary videos, like Nick Crowley,
Oh,
Shrouded Hand, Nexpo, the list goes on. These types of
hmm.
videos made me enjoy researching.
I honestly think I should start reacting to Nick Crowley videos. I don't know. I'm gonna do that one day. So, yeah.
In writing dark and scary topics for videos like these, even though this is like the goo goo gaga baby version of those videos. Flapjack.
Yeah.
When I watch
Oh,
Cartoon
Flapjack.
Network, majority
Ah, sorry, I keep pausing, but I'm only halfway into the video, but I think like for now I'm gonna stop it here because I'm gonna do a part two on this soon. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell for more videos. But also tell me in the comments if it is turned on. What do you get traumatized by in like, you know, 2010s and whatnot? Because I don't know, there was not a lot that traumatized me, but yeah. But anyways, I'll catch you on the next video, and I'll probably do a part two to this. Just right now my stomach hurting and whatnot. I ain't feeling too good, but yeah. Uh, yep. I'll just see y'all in the part two of this whenever I make it. Like I said, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. Just tell me your experiences in your childhoods in the comments. Like I said, just don't forget to hit the notification bell. So yeah, gotta keep reassuring. But anyways, see you later.